All right, so tonight we're going to start in child's resting pose. There's no rush to get there, but bring your knees really, really wide, toes touching. And when you sink your bum to your heels, you'll reach your hands forward and melt your head, melt your heart to the floor. Closing your eyes, find yourself heavy to the ground. Find yourself taking deep, slow breaths. Find yourself settling in and getting really, really heavy. Notice with a quick body scan here how you're feeling today. So starting at your toes, do you feel like there's a little tension there? Can you let it go? And then scanning up to the arches of your feet, to your heels, to your ankles. Can you let them go? Notice the tops of your shins, your calves, your knees, your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes. Letting that all go. Notice your hips, your belly, your lower back. Travel up your spine to your shoulder blades, your shoulders, and then forward to your chest. Notice how your biceps and triceps and elbows and forearms feel. Let your wrists be heavy, your fingertips be heavy. And you relax your jaw so that there's a little space between your teeth. You let your eyelids be even heavier. Relax the space between your eyebrows, your forehead. Even relax your ears. And then take a deep inhale through the nose. And a sigh. Another big breath in. Let it go. Breathing in and out through your nose. Find that same deep, slow breath. But now maybe activating your ujjayi breath. So a gentle constriction of your throat so you feel vibration and heat. We're not in a heated room. It's really important that we heat our body from the inside out. So we bring this energy to our breath, this ujjayi breath, in order to create that heat. Another big breath in. Slow breath out. We'll walk our hands over to the right side of your mat. Maybe your left hand comes on top and your left ear could come to the floor. So now you're in a side child's resting pose, stretching into the lateral left side, feeling into your ribs, feeling into your oblique, maybe even a little bit of the outside of the hip. Another breath in, another breath out. Slowly walk your hands over to the other side and find that big stretch into the right side of your body. Maybe it's your right ear that comes to the floor. And breathe deep into your ribcage. Take another breath in. Another breath out. Back to center. And find your hands walking up towards you. We'll come to hands and knees with the fingers spread wide and the knees beneath your hips. And take a few cat-cows. Inhaling to stretch the belly and lift the gaze. Exhaling to round the spine, tucking your chin in. Inhale, length into the belly, gazing up. Exhale, rounding and pushing the floor away. Closing your eyes, continue to flow with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And lubricating your spine and your abdomen. You can continue to cat and cow exactly like this, or you can start to take some big circles, rotating your ribs outside, up to the side and down, like you're churning butter and going really wide into these circles. Continue to flow with your breath, breathing in and breathing out. And then reverse your circle, making sure to go in the opposite direction. Continue to breathe deeply. One more round of breath. And then neutralize your spine. Find your gaze forward to the top of your mat and kick your right foot straight behind you, flexing the toes down as though you're standing on the wall behind you. Now we're going to bend the knee and bring some big circles into your hip by drawing with your knee. So draw the knee to the ceiling, to the side of the room, and to the floor, and then back up again, continuing those big circles into this ball and socket joint. Flowing, breathing. Take 3 more breaths. And reverse your circle so that you go the opposite direction. Lifting the knee, lowering it, and taking those circles as big and wide as you can. Take another breath in, another breath out, and then kick your leg straight to the side as though you're in a 90-degree angle and with your mat, and seal your foot to the floor. Start to bring your hands forward as you push your hips back and feel the stretch into your inner thigh, into your groin. So the more you pull forward and pull back at the same time, the deeper the stretch will feel. Breathe here for 3. Breathe for 2. 1 more breath. Walk your hands back towards you and bring your hands to your hips as you stack your shoulders up and stand tall. We'll slide our right hand down the leg, lift our left hand to the sky, and then reach up and over, exalting here, stretching into side body and still into that right hip. You could also cradle the back of your skull, bringing your L shape of your hand, so your thumb and your index finger, to the ridge, your occipital ridge of your skull, and then pulling upwards, you'll stretch those little tendons in the back of your neck, and you might relieve some pressure there. A lot of headaches can come from these tight muscles, so it's nice to be able to let them go. Take another breath in. Another breath out. Last breath in. Last breath out. Bring your hands back to the floor and sweep your right leg straight behind you. We'll step our left foot back as well and find a downward facing dog. For this first downward dog, pedal your legs so that you really feel into the hamstrings, into the calves, into the Achilles tendons. Maybe lift your tippy toes and lower your heels back down. And notice right away if that right leg feels just a little bit more fiery, maybe a little looser than left, since that's what we've worked on so far. Take a big breath in, a slow breath out. Inhale, we're going to round our spine like our cat pose coming to our plank. Bend your knees and lift your heart as you press back to a downward facing dog. So these ripples, we're going to do 3 of them. Inhale, round forward to your plank. Exhale, bend knees and lift up to downward facing dog. 2 more. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, bend knees, come back. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Stay in down dog. Take a big breath in and a sigh. Lower your knees to the floor. And as we take a few more cat-cows, release your wrists by either pointing your fingers to the sides of the room or turning them all the way back towards your knees. And then continue to move your spine and flow your body, breathing into this space. Take 1 more breath. Find your fingers pointing once again forward and neutralize your spine. Kick your left foot to the back of the room, flexing the toes down. You're really feeling strong and sturdy into your core and into your leg. Take another breath in, another breath out. Bend your knee and start to kick your knee to the side of the room. Then lower it to the floor and kick your knee back to the ceiling. Continue to flow, moving your knee in big, wide circles. Reverse your circles so the knee comes up and then circles down. Exhale. And then end with the legs straight back behind you. Start to kick your foot to the left as far as you can and then lower it to the floor. We'll find again that big groin stretch by sealing your foot to the ground, walking your hands forward and sinking your hips back as you let your head hang heavy to the floor. So we're really working on reaching forward as well as pulling our hips back. Keep your foot sealed. Breathe into your inner thigh for 3, for 2. 1 more breath. Slowly walk your hands towards you and lift your hands to your hips as you stand tall. We'll slide our left hand down the thigh and reach your right hand up and over to the side of the room. Maybe gazing past your right elbow. Breathe into your right rib cage for 3, 2, One more breath. Slowly come back to center and lower your hands to the floor. We'll kick our left foot back behind us and then right foot back, downward facing dog. Pedal this one out, letting it go, breathing it away. And find yourself, oh, I froze for a sec. Sorry guys, I hope I'm back now. Everybody breathe deep. Take another inhale, another exhale. Let's inhale to roll forward again, once again to plank. This time we're going to go all the way down to the floor, bending your knees, bending your elbows, land knees first, and then chest to the ground. Find the tops of the feet down and widen your hands past your mat with fingertips down, elbows to the ceiling. Inhale to lift your chest. Exhale, lower your right elbow and look left. Shoulder stretch the stuff. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower left elbow, look left. Inhale up. Exhale, lower right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, left shoulder. Inhale up. This time to the floor. Bring your hands next to chest. Curl your toes and inhale, lift to your knees. Exhale to child's resting pose with the toes curled. So as you press your body to your heels, you feel a stretch into the bottoms of your feet. Take a big breath in and a breath out. Inhale, come back to hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Let it go. One more inhale. One more exhale. This time let's lift our right foot to the sky and then lift up and down on your left foot a few times so that you feel into your calf, into the bottom of your foot. Take another breath in, another breath out. Lift high on your left tippy toes. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, slowly land your right foot between the hands. Lower your back knee and lift your hands to your hips as you sink down and forward. In this spot, let's take an inhale to lift our shoulders to our ears and sigh them down. Sink your hips a little bit lower and maybe reach your hands to the sky. You could gaze between your hands and find your drishti, your gaze on the ceiling above you. Or if it doesn't feel good on the neck, you could continue to look forward and find a spot ahead of you to gaze at. Try to draw your hands further back behind you to open into your chest. Take another breath in, another breath out. Let's lower our hands to the floor and lean back, straightening the right leg for our half split. Lift your right toes and find your chest bowing towards the toes. Try your best not to round too much, but to extend your chest, your chin towards your foot ahead of you. Take a big breath in, a slow breath out. Land your foot to the floor and extend your back leg straight. Find your quad, your left quad really strong, really engaged, and reach your right hand forward to the room ahead of you. Be energetic in your fingers so that from fingertips to your back heel, you're creating this strong, strong line. Breathe for 3. Try to lift your chest off your right thigh for 2. core hugs in for 1. Land your right hand and step your foot to the top of the mat. Take a half lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Do that again. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, fold. 1 more breath in. Breath out. Let's reach our hands to the sky on an inhale. Exhale, fold all the way to the floor. Half lift, breathe in. Step both feet back to plank. Hold this plank for a moment for 3, for 2. 1 more breath. And then find yourself lowering all the way to the floor once again, either through knees or through plank. Inhale, lift to your cobra. Exhale, lower. Interlace your hands at your tailbone and start to pull them to the back of the room as you lift your heart from the floor. Find your hands lifting away from your bum. Find that big shoulder stretch, that big chest opening for 3. Press the tops of the feet to the floor. Lift higher for 2. 1 more breath. Lower back down. Find your hands next to chest, curl your toes, inhale to knees, child's resting pose. Big breath in, slow breath out. Inhale, lift back, hands and knees, downward facing dog. Stay here for a moment in stillness, breathing deeply, maybe even closing your eyes, feeling the breath move through the body, move through your lungs, all the way out through your lips. 1 more breath in, 1 more breath out. Inhale your left foot to the sky, so it should be the opposite foot from before. And then lift up and down on your right foot. So driving the heel to the sky and then heel to the floor. Breathing in and out for 3, for 2, last 1. Inhale, lift to tippy toes, and then land your right foot quietly between your hands. Lower your back knee and bring your hands to your hips. Take a moment just to find that spot where you can sink your hips down and find gravity pulling openness, pulling space into your right hip flexor. It shouldn't be painful though, it could be intense, but please make sure there's no pain. If all feels well, reach your hands to the sky. You could do the same hand variation as last time, or a different one. You could cradle the back of your head with both hands and then draw your elbows back and open as you lift your chin and gaze to the ceiling and sink deeper into this lunge. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. 1 more breath. Slowly lower your hands to the floor. Find your half split, lifting left toes and straightening, or just straightening-ish your left leg. Remembering that that hamstring needs to be taken with care. So again, no pain. Intensity is good as long as you can breathe and smile. Doing the pose right. For 3. For 2. 1 more breath. Land your foot to the floor. Bring your hands forward and strengthen your back leg. Feel your quad ignite. Start to come to your fingertips a bit as you engage your core and lift your left hand to the room ahead of you. Find your fingertips reaching long and energized so that you find this line of energy from your back heel to your front fingertips. Breathe for 3. Try to lift your chest away from your thigh for 2. Maybe smile for 1. Slowly lower your hand to the floor and step to the top of your mat. Half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, fold to the floor. Half lift, breathe in. Fold, exhale. Step both feet back to your plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down, brushing your elbows past your ribs. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale, lower down. Curl your toes. Inhale to knees. Child's resting pose. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Starting to really feel the body warm up as we flow, as we breathe with that Ujjayi breath. Remember to continue to tap into your breath. Feel that energy. Feel that flow. Another inhale. Another exhale. Inhale your right foot to the sky. This time bend your knee and stack open your hips. Try to keep your right shoulder down so that the shoulders are level, shoulders are even, and the hands hold even weight. So the left hand shouldn't have more than the right. Take an inhale, take an exhale. We're just slowly flip our dog. So you can stay here, or flipping your dog, you lower your foot behind you to the floor, and then lift your hips and heart to the ceiling as you reach your hand and your gaze to the room ahead of you. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. One more breath. Easing down, bring your hand back to the floor. Reach your right foot to the sky. Inhale. Land your foot between your hands. Lower your back knee once again and reach your hands to the sky. This time we're going to twist. So take an inhale. Exhale your right hand back, left hand forward. Gaze to the wall on the right side of your room. Find a consistent spot to stare at your drishti, and then find the space between that spot and you. So your drishti is constant, but it is unfocused, is slightly blurry so that you can see in your peripherals. So you should still be able to see both hands as you gaze forward. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. One more breath. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to the floor. This time we're going to curl our back toes and lift the back knee. Take a step in and lean back as you straighten your legs, or straighten-ish your legs. So this is a good spot for you to maybe grab your stack of books, your water bottle, your block, so that you bring the floor closer towards you as you stretch longer into your hamstring. And then you breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. Last breath. Slowly lower your hands, release your props if you had them, and we'll step both feet to the top of our mat. Take a half lift, breathe in, fold, breathe out. Bring your feet about hip distance apart, and land your right hand between them as you bend your knees really deep. We'll bring our left hand to our sacrum, so our lower back, and start to straighten our left leg as we bring our left shoulder up and over the right. So we're trying to turn to the left side of the room. Keep your right knee bent, and your left leg works to be straight to stretch into that IT bend. You can stay here, or you can reach your left hand to the sky, trying to stack your hands, trying to stack your fingers. You could stay there, or you could wrap your hand into the crease of your right hand, so between your kind of thigh and your belly, and try to draw your shoulder back a little bit more. So right now we're stretching into our shoulder and our IT bend for 3, as well as enjoying a nice twist for 2. 1 more breath. Gazing down, release, and kind of wiggle that out. Bringing your feet back together. Inhale, half lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Reach to sky. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, fold to the floor. Half lift, breathe in. Step both feet back, plank. Inhale, shift slightly forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift your heart, cobra or up dog if the spine is warm. Exhale, we'll all lower down. Inhale, curl toes, lift the knees. Exhale, child's resting pose. Big breath in, slow breath out. Inhale, come forward, downward facing dog. Big breath in, let it go. Left foot to sky. Reaching tall, we'll bend the knee and stack open the hips. So finding the left hip over right and the knee trying to point towards the ceiling. But then check in with your shoulders. The left shoulder draws down so that there is even weight in both hands. Find yourself opening, yawning into your hip, into your pelvis. And either stay there or gently flip your dog, lowering your foot behind you, lifting your hips and heart to the sky, reaching your hand and gaze to the room ahead of you. Breathe for 3, breathe for 2. 1 more breath. Gazing down, bring your hand to the floor, foot to the sky. Inhale, reach your foot high, and then step your foot gently between your hands. Lower the back knee and bring your hands to your hips. Sink deep into your lunge, and we'll find that twist. So inhale, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, twist your left hand back, right hand forward, and gaze to the left side of the room. Again, you're finding your peripherals here. So your drishti is straight ahead at a consistent spot, but it's unfocused in a way. You're kind of staring between that spot and you, so the space between. And with that unfocused gaze, you're looking also at your thumbs on either side of you. Breathe deep for 3. Breathe for 2. 1 more breath. Inhale, reach your hands back to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to the floor. Lifting your back knee, take a big step in with your back foot and lean back, straightening the legs for your pyramid pose. Remember, you can also grab your block, your books, your water bottle here to bring the floor a little closer to you. so that your hamstring has more space to stretch and breathe. Notice if the shoulders or the face tighten up here, where can you let yourself relax, where you don't need the tension. So we need tension a little bit in our legs right now to support us, in our core to hold us in place, but we do not need it in our face and our shoulders. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. One more breath. Removing your prop, we'll find our hands to the floor and step forward. We'll find that twist once again, so it's our feet hip distance or even a little wider if you like. Bend your knees super deep so that your belly rests on the thighs and left hand lands on the floor between the feet. Bring your right hand to your sacrum and start to twist to the right as you straighten your right leg. So the left knee stays bent, the right leg straightens, and the shoulders stack. You could stay here or reach your right hand to the sky and gaze up. You could also bring your hand behind you for a bind, tucking it in to the crease between your thigh and your belly. Breathe for 3. Stretching into your IT band for 2. Pull your shoulder back, feel your anterior delt for 3 or for 1. Last inhale to reach your hand back to the sky and lower it to the floor. Pedal that out, let it go. Bring your feet back in. Half lift on an inhale, fold, exhale. Reach up, inhale. All the way down, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Step both feet back to plank. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Maybe close your eyes as you flow. Inhale. Really connecting to your body. Exhale. Inhale, lift to your knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Let it go. Another inhale. A sigh. Lifting your right foot back to the ceiling. Bend your knees, stack open your hips, and then take a big step forward to warrior 2. Seal your foot to the floor and windmill your hands up and open as you gaze over your right middle finger. Bend deeper into your right knee and make sure the right knee is stacking over your ankle. So you might need to wiggle your toes forward a bit to facilitate that. We're going to flow deeper into this warrior. So take an inhale to reach up and straighten both legs. Exhale to bend and sink lower. Inhale up. Exhale lower. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. This time stay with your legs. Inhale, exalt your warrior. Stretch long into your side body. Take another breath in. Exhale, windmill your hands to the inside of the right foot and come to the tippy toes of your back foot. We'll wiggle the right toes to the outer edge of your mat and lower your back knee to the floor, untucking the toes. So this is lizard lunge. We sink our hips really deep to the floor and maybe come to fingertips or a block or prop if you would like. If you'd like to stay here, that is a-okay. If you'd like to find a little more depth into this hip pose, you'll bring your forearms to the floor and maybe your head to the floor if you like. My hips are not open for that right now. I also have been doing way too much sitting, Laura. So if you're feeling like me, it's okay to take it back a step. Maybe your normal practice, you would be a little bit lower, but we're all in a very new normal right now. And so it's really important that we embrace our body for what it is at this very moment. And maybe that's doing something different physically, maybe that's doing something different mentally, but whatever you decide, it's important that it makes you feel happy, that it makes you feel relaxed and calm, that it makes you feel like it's what's best for you. And that doesn't need to be what you've ever done in the past. So be okay with starting new, because this body is new today to you. You've never been in this moment before. Let's take another breath in. Another breath out. Releasing your hands and releasing your block. We're going to come to pigeon from here. So what I'd like you to do is just kind of lean your hips back for a moment. Wiggle your right toes all the way across your mat to the left side of your mat. And then bring your heel maybe slightly towards you as you lower your knee and shin to the floor. You might wiggle your back leg a little further behind you so that the left thigh comes to the ground. If you have that block or books or water bottle, you can put it under your right glute, your right bum cheek, to help support you. If the knee's feeling a little bit tight right now, there definitely should be no knee pain here. So if you feel any pain in this posture, please come out of it, come to your back. You can do figure four. My mom said I'm supposed to do a shout out to tell my dad to do this because he won't listen to her. So if you come to figure four, you're drawing your right shin towards you as you thread your hands behind your left thigh. If you're staying in your pigeon, start to walk your hands forward. Maybe bring your head to double stacked fists. Maybe lower yourself all the way to the floor. Wherever you go, let the body start to melt into your mat. Closing your eyes, you could visually imagine the body melting into the floor. With each exhale, getting heavier, getting softer. With each exhale, letting something go. Stay here and move, shimmy, shake that out. You might flow that out, taking a vinyasa. You might just be still or take a child's resting pose. Please take a pose that suits your body, that feels really refreshing, so that you bring fresh blood flow in. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Now to lift your left leg to the step, bend your knee and stack open your hips. Take a big breath in. Exhale, look forward, land your foot between the hands, and seal your back foot parallel to that foot. Warrior 2, feel the growth in your feet, inhale up, then deep into our front knee, and gaze over the front middle finger. You might again stay into this posture or flowing deeper. Inhale, reach your hands up, straighten the legs, look up. Exhale, bend deep. Inhale, up. Exhale, deepen. One more breath in. Breath out. Stay strong with the legs. Exalt your warrior. Left hand to sky. Stretch long out of side body. Take one more breath in. Exhale, windmill your hands to the floor. Come to the tippy toes of your back foot and wiggle your left foot to the edge of the mat, so outer edge. Lower the back knee, lizard lunge. We sink the hips down, lift the heart forward and up, and maybe stay here. Maybe this is more than enough. You could also uncurl the back toes, maybe walk your hands forward, forearms could lower to the floor, head could lower to the floor. Again, be gentle with yourself. If your body's feeling a little different, if your mind's feeling a little different than it usually does on your mat, then start to tune in. What do you need right now? Create that present awareness, not expecting anything to be like it was before or your body to practice like it was before. Because when we lose expectation, that's when we find a little more contentment, find joy, we find peace. Expectation often leads us down a path with our ego, and that's where injuries happen. So if we're gentle, if we're content, we'll still progress in this practice, but at a pace that our body and our mind can truly handle, so that it's a lifelong practice. Let's take another inhale. Another exhale. Releasing your variation, we'll bring our hands back to the floor and wiggle your left foot all the way across your mat. We're moving to pigeon. So left foot comes to the right side of your mat, maybe closer towards you so that you can bring your knee and shin down. And then wiggle, slide your back leg further behind you. Again, you might need that prop, whether it's a block, a book, a water bottle under your left bum cheek. This will help alleviate some of the weight on your hip and knee. If your knee is in pain or just feeling like this is too much, come onto your back. Figure 4, left shin is ahead, and you interlace your hands behind your right hamstring. If pigeon is okay on your body tonight, then maybe explore walking forward and sinking down. Forehead could land on double stacked fists or on the floor. Close your eyes so you can really focus on what you're feeling in your body. So you can really direct your breath, visually see it flowing into your hip and releasing. Maybe visualizing it like a wave, slowly crashing down on the beach, softening the sand with each crash. Take 5 more slow, strong breaths. After your final exhale, we'll find our last downward facing dog. So curl the toes, lift to your down dog. If you'd like one more flow, please take it rolling and breathing the body forward, flowing that through, letting it go. Take one more breath in, one more breath out. Looking forward, bring your shins to the top of your mat and come all the way down to your back. We'll draw our knees into our chest and just sway gently side to side, feeling a massage against the floor. Then bring your hands inside the knees to the bottom of the feet, opening wide for your happy baby. You could sway side to side, you could be still, you could kick one leg straight and the other. Take this posture intuitively as we start to close our practice so that you do the movements that you need, that you're craving. Your knees back into your chest for another hug. And then find an inversion of your choice. So that might be reaching feet to the sky for a waterfall. You could also reach your hands to the sky so you really feel this draining of your limbs, this draining of your lymphatic system, this resetting of your nervous system. You could also take a shoulder stand if that's in your practice. Try not to look at the screen because we don't want to turn your head sideways. We'd like it to continue to face the ceiling. That's how you protect your neck. What you're going to do is lift your feet to the sky as you bring your hands to your lower back and try to stack your feet, your ankles, your knees above your hips and then your shoulders. So you're on this one tall line, reaching your toes to the ceiling. An inversion is really wonderful at night because it helps to balance our nervous system. And our nervous system is what controls our fight or flight mode, and that is what a lot of us have been feeling these days with our stress and anxiety. So as we invert, we help to balance that so that we don't tap into our fight and flight constantly, so that we have a break, so that we feel a little calm. Another breath in, another breath out. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Slowly lower your inversion as gently as you can. Draw your knees back into your chest and then land your feet on the floor. With your hands by your side, you might gently sway the knees side to side, letting back go. You might take a final few motions that suit your body right now that you're craving. Otherwise, joining me in Shavasana, your final resting pose, by extending the legs straight and wide, and the hands also straight and wide. Closing your eyes, take a big breath in, and a sigh. Settling into your final resting pose. Give yourself this time to rest, to heal, to be here with your body, with this incredible community that's all online together, connecting, breathing together, moving our body together, and finding that energy together. I'll bring you back in a few moments. Slowly start to wiggle your toes and your fingers, and take a big inhale through your nose and a sigh out your mouth. Start to bring bigger movements to your body with a roll of the wrists and the ankles. Maybe stretch your hands to the room behind you, and the feet forward as you inhale in an awakening stretch. And then draw your knees into your chest and roll to your side. With your eyes still closed, come to a seated position, finding your spine tall, your belly strong, your shoulders back. We'll end our class with a cleansing breath and an Om, bringing our hands to heart center. Take a big inhale through the nose and a sigh. Inhaling to Om. Om. From my heart to yours, I am so grateful for this opportunity to still connect with you, to flow with you, to breathe with you. From my heart to yours, I thank you, I honor you, I appreciate you. Namaste.